It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and to another episode of the Gardener playthrough as we continue as House Gardener under the lordship of Lord Paramount Brandon. Currently under the Iron Throne, but we are looking to break free. It's under the Lord Protector. Who's inheriting? Let's have a look. So at the moment the North is going to inherit. Can we nominate ourselves? Does not look like we can. So it's going to be up to us to declare for independence. He's at the moment facing a war with Lauren. So he is quite busy. We have got some levy up from the end of our last war at the last episode. Which, if you enjoyed, then please do leave a like on this episode. Hopefully you will all subscribe and I can earn your subscription today. Hitting that red button to subscribe would be very much appreciated. Helps grow the channel and helps encourage new content to be made. So I'm thinking of giving away the city of Old Town. We don't really need it. And it'll be better run if we give the High Lordship to someone else. So one of the vassals probably of the Lordship itself would be good enough. Black Crown. Do you like me? You do like me. Well, let's just give it to you. You can have the High Lordship of Old Town. Congratulations. And that ensures his unyielding loyalty to us. We do have a lot of cash at the moment, or gold, but we don't really want to spend it. I need a new Master at Arms. Victor of House Rain, you're pretty good. 24 Marshal. Excellent. I also need to pop in a regent. Now, there's no point giving it to Old Town. North March. Who's the most powerful lord? Okay, so it is North March. In which case, let's get him in charge. Bodyguard wise, we'll put Tyler, although he's not necessarily that good. He's only got 2 skill. Lots of my High Lords actually like me, so that's good. We're doing well in the relationship front. Let's give it to West March though, because they're also fairly powerful lords. Commander wise, let's see if we can invite some people. Should be able to get some better commanders in if we're lucky. Tywell, you can come in. And Walter, you can come in, and you're also a formidable fighter with 100 skill, so I want you as a bodyguard if we can. Brandon of the Reach fulfilled the ambition to win the war. So we won our last war at the end of last episode with a Cahors. And we will once again be amalgamated into the Iron Throne, but not for long because we will be breaking free. Good. Walter's joining, so let's appoint him as a commander and also get him in position as a bodyguard. I suspect Mern isn't very... yeah, he's 0, so we can get rid of Mern. And then Walter can get into position. King of the Iron Throne at the moment we can't declare war on because they've still got some raised levy, so we need to get rid of them. I suspect we've probably still got some troops in Cahors, haven't we? Yeah, we do. Okay, so we need to get the boats to pick them up and then bring them back to the mainland. And we've also got some troops sitting in the harbour just chilling. Good, so we've got more good commanders. So good leaders for our army. Now I think we want to possibly try and become a knight, but I know we're a squire at the moment for someone. So it might be that when we become of age, or he deems us worthy, we will then, talk of the devil. Your training as a squire under the tutelage of Lord Renly Seri is nearing its end. You've learned how to care for and use weapons, armour. So he is going to make us a knight, which is good. That's going to give us a little bit of prestige and better relations with people. So that's perfect. I charge you to defend the young and innocent, to be just and honourable. So we will now become a fully fledged knight. Thank you very much. So that's going to give us a bit more prestige and improve opinion with most people. How are we doing ship-wise? Have we got troops back? You're sailing on your way. Spymaster, my lord, I understand you harbour an ambition to become Hand of the King. May I advise you that it may be prudent to start a plot against the Lord Commander, who is his current Hand of the King. So let's see what we'll, whether we'll get much support. Probably not. There's a few maybes, actually. But that does not necessarily mean it's a yes. Disband you guys, thank you for your service. Let's go back to Cahors, pick up the last of the troops because they're going to be suffering from heavy attrition at the moment. And my lover is pregnant, that's good news. Lauren is probably going to lose his war, and it's also good because it's going to weaken the Iron Throne for me. Let's get Janera and education quickly. Right, you guys are going to go in there. And then come back to the mainland and we will be good. She's married Tyler and he's a genius. That might actually not be a bad thing for us. I need a new hand, so Rickard, as your High Lord, you can get that position. Right, let's get a Meister in as well because we're missing one. Master Rob is actually pretty good. 20 learning, that's not bad at all. So they're looking to see who is going to inherit the Iron Throne, because the Lord Protector is not of the blood relatives. So it might be a Darkland that rules. We'll find out. Oh, he's just died. So now a Great Council is going to be held. Wait. Yeah, he's just died. Can we get a plot on the Iron Throne itself? We can actually fabricate a claim on the Seven Kingdoms, but we'll get no support for it, so there's not much point in doing that. I don't really need Ocean Road in my prison. He's the only High Lord that's not very keen on us, so let's release him and get him back on side. I'm sure he will come on side for us. Start a faction for independence. Overthrowing the monarchy is not going to be good enough because we will only become a new republic or oligarchy, and we want full independence to once again reclaim the Kingdom of the Reach. Right, let's disband you guys, and that is all of the troops done and dusted from that war. So we could now look to possibly going for independence straight away. He's just made me an offer, probably for an education thing. Yeah, I'm not going to take that on. Oh dear, my bastard child has sadly died. We'll acknowledge her as mine. We are due to marry Lady Arryn, but we'll see if that actually happens. Let's hold a feast to make sure we're at full levy capacity before we go for independence. We're at 47k troops at the moment, so we're pretty good. Best part about preparing a feast, let's spend lavishly. Let's invite everyone. Okay, the only person that's not going to come is Ocean Road, but that's fine. Lucas is not very happy. We'll make him cupbearer just to improve his relations a little bit as well. And Theon Lannister wants to marry, so let's get him someone random. Doesn't really matter to who. Right. Guests have arrived in Highgarden. We were looking at potentially building something, but I don't think we will, because in case I need to use my personal levy for the war, then we'll be spending an awful lot of money on that. So for now we're going to save. And when the feast is over, we can then go for independence, because he's got 57k troops, but then who's he getting the most from? Obviously us. So we will lose him a lot of his strength when we go for independence. And summer is nearly at an end, so we need to get some reserves, so we'll obviously give the most. Rylene, oh, we don't want another lover. One's enough. Ormond's happy, which is great news. Chance to prove my worth. We're not the best fighter, we're about average at 55, but we might be able to get some prestige from it. Looks like problems going on in Dawn. Okay, good. So the feast is over. We're going to have pretty good happiness. Up to 50k troops. Now's the time to go for independence. Let's hit it. We'll get 100 prestige. We become entirely independent. And the Lord Protector's fear goes down as well. Let's do it. And he goes down straight to 10k. He's got the Trident, which will be 7k. So that's 17. Plus another 9, so 26, plus 28. So they're still going to be slightly under us. And by the time the North gets involved, plus they've still been fighting a war with the Lannisters, I think we should be quite good. Let's merge up some armies. We're going to need... I think we'll form about 3 or 4 armies. And we'll gun for King's Landing straight away. So it looks like the succession is looking to be a High Lord as opposed to the Lord Paramount of the North, which is surprising. Okay, so we are not going to do so well in the joust, but that's fine. We're more concerned with the war right now. Right, let's merge you guys. Head on over there. Going to send as many troops up to support the army sieging in King's Landing. Give you the second best commanders. Cool, so we can get sieging Aegon's fort straight away. Which will, yeah, clap all of them in irons, why not? And that's going to build us up to already at 82% war score, so this war should be a pretty short one. We'll also go for Bramsfort, and if we need to siege other places, we'll probably just attack his army actually. And that ought to do us. 93%, up to 96%. Flea Bottom takes us to 98%, and if we siege Bramsfort, we should be alright. But I think what we'll do is take out the Iron Throne's army, because that might also prove useful for us later. So let's make sure I move my armies together. You're moving over there, then we want the 9,000k troops to merge with you, so let's move them in with you and then combine them. And then once you're combined, oh, you guys want gold, do you? Let's give you the best commanders because you're going to be fighting. And then we can pincer in the middle, give them gold, and we should be fine. I think that should be a pretty concrete victory for us, and will put us to the 100% mark for independence. Perfect, so that's given us 100%. We can now end this war, declare for independence. We get a goofy hat because our crown at the moment is still in the treasury of the king, which is kind of annoying. We will have to go to war with him again to get the Gardener crown back. Yeah, he still has it. Okay, but we are now back independent. Let's go and relieve the troops. We can potentially get a Valyrian steel sword, which would be good. Inheritance for the Iron Throne is being brought into question. There is a Targaryen girl. I really don't want you to give it to the Targaryen girl, please, because she still has a dragon. And it's gone to the Stark Lord. That's good, because there's no dragons. He is quite powerful, though, which is kind of annoying, but we're still stronger than him. Okay, let's... You want that marriage? Fine, you can have that marriage. That's fine. Can we get an alliance with you? We cannot. You'll only do it matrilineally. Well, that's not going to happen. She's still only 7, which is a bit of a pain. You're pretty good at fighting, so let's give you to a marshal. So everyone likes us, which is great. Even Ocean Road now is on board. Lauren, what about you? We can swear fealty to you. So we're not a full kingdom yet, are we? We are still in paramountcy. Ah, we need to proclaim ourselves Kingdom of the Reach, so let's go ahead and do that. Oh, we're not bothered about the tournament, we're bothered about this. All hail his grace, Brandon of the House Gardener, first of his name, King of the Reach and Lord of Highgarden, Defender of the Marches, Warden of the Citadel and Protector of the Realm. So that makes us a fully independent kingdom now. We're up to 54k troops, which is great. Lauren has how many? And he won't give us an alliance at all. Dawn, what's up with you guys? Nothing, can't go to war with you. Do have a claim though for my sister to rule Dawn. That might be something we take up afterwards, because she can then become our ally and the entire southern border will be secured. That would be quite good. So we would definitely want the artifact back, so we're going to have to demand it from him and then possibly face a war again with the Iron Throne. But because it's under new leadership, we're not going to face a penalty for doing so. I mean, we definitely want the crown. He's also attacking the Stormlands at the moment. So we're in a pretty good position to go for this. I think we probably should. I don't see why not. We've got decent money, but we'll earn a lot from all the sieging that we'll have to do. Let's make sure we've got some good commanders in place. So let's call on some more. Let's invite you, and you're also a good fighter, so I might make you a bodyguard. Raymond's a bit old, but we'll still invite him. Right. So you're assaulting my mum, which isn't great. You've accepted the invitation, so you'll join us, which is lovely. And let's get a better bodyguard instead. Mark doesn't like me, so we're going to just remove him. Right, let's demand the crown. And to the covetous false knight, King Brandon, we will not cave into these naked threats. Fine then, we'll call the banners. So we go to war again with the Iron Throne. This time under the leadership of the Starks, but it's not going to do them any better. Let's call up the vassals, do a similar thing. It looks like we've actually got even more troops than we did in the last one. Right, let's get you guys merged up into a few armies again. Right, so again we're going to go for King's Landing immediately. We're doing fine financially, but I don't think I'll even need to call on my own troop levy. Okay, so he's facing a small rebellion, so he's not actually sending troops in support, but that's fine. So I'm going to have a 15 stacker ready to roll, taking out King's Landing. In fact, we can go and take out that little Stark army there. They're on plane, so we shouldn't have any problems. We've got the 9,000 here that we're going to pop onto the boats, and they can be a little mobile force. We'll give them the weakest commanders that we have. Right, let's move you over to the north, and then we might launch a strike halfway through the war, hopefully when all their troops have moved. Probably have to split that big army up, but you guys, you're going to merge, and then we will attack the Stark army at Farring Cross. Victor and Tywell, yep, you guys are the best, so you can go attack the Starks. We're suffering a penalty because apparently there's a river crossing there, although I can't see a river on the map, but fair enough. So that's going to sack them pretty quickly. And Mark needs an education, and that's going to be pretty integral. He needs someone good at diplomacy. Lodos looks pretty good. He's got good martial and decent everything else. I'm thinking him. He is Ironborn though, but let's assault Farring Cross, get it back for the Stormlands. And we want to move to King's Landing if we can. Ah, the Stormlands have already sacked it. Okay, fine. We'll move to Hayford then. So we'll start sieging Hayford out. And head over to Rosby. What's the other army doing at the moment? Invitation from Quentin, who's pretty good Septum, but we don't really need him. Let's send you to Rosby. You guys are pretty stacked at 22k. But we can keep you in one army. Let's just give you the second best commanders that we have. Move you over to maybe Bramsfort, somewhere over there. Just continue starting to siege the Kingslanders to get us some good war score. Marriage proposal from the Storm King. Oh no, he was always going to marry my sister, wasn't he? So that's fine, we'll accept that. It gives us some good prestige for her. Right. You want to get married, Selmond? Fine, we'll marry you to someone. There you go. You guys are going to head over there and start sieging for us. No one down south. You guys could possibly siege out Flint's Finger for me. At least it will give you something to do, and it's probably not been hit, so it might have some decent gold in it. Right, so you're going to siege out Flint's Finger, which is perfect. Let's get the Spy Master there, just so we've got vision, keeping an eye on if anyone's actually going to be attacking them. You guys are sieging Rosby for me, and you Byford, which you can probably assault just to get done and dusted. That takes us to 26%. Let's continue. There is a big Stark stack south though, so we need to be a little bit concerned. Right, Rosby, nearly sieged. You guys, is he going to be attacking me, or is he attacking at Bramsfort? I think he's going to attack, yeah, he's attacking Bramsfort. Fine, well we'll head back to Byford. And let's head over to Rosby just in case he's going to attack us. Right, that's Rosby finished as well. Doesn't look like he is. Fine. We just need to be a little bit careful in case he does. Flint's Finger, that's going well. You're about halfway through. Highgarden, we're earning some good money from these sieges, so that's doing us some good. Right, he is going to actually attack us in Rosby. So, let's move you guys in. We should get a pretty good victory. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have a good victory against his army. So maybe just move to Duskendale because you're going to start sieging them. Oh god, he just moved into an army. Right, okay. Well, that's a pretty good defeat against them as well. So that's brought us up to 66%. Keep on sieging, boys. %. Ooh, bit of a big army against us here. Enemy commander slain though. One of the Acorn's Piper commanders dead. Looks like we might have a victory here though. Yeah, we don't even need the reinforcements. That's pretty good. Well, we can ransom you. And we've actually captured the Lord of Acorn's Ridge as well. So that's a High Lord in our custody. And the Lord of Last Half. Wow. 145 gold for him. That is not bad at all. Right, let's siege you. We're going to siege out Birch Hall as well. And we're going to join his war because we might as well. It will combine the war, so we need to be careful of what we do. I want an alliance with him, but he's not going to give it to me yet. Fine, but we're going to continue. Flint's Finger's dealt with, so let's get out of there. Possibly going to siege another of the Northern Lords' keeps. We're earning a fortune from this though. This is really good financially. Right, we could try and take out the Stark army. He's going for Hayford. That's going to continue lowering my war score. He's back at King's Landing, so he might be going for King's Landing. Is the Stormlander army going for them? If they are, then we need to go and help. It looks like he can do it all by himself. You want me to attack Marine? Okay, let's just deal with this first before we go anywhere near Marine. So we actually don't need to support. So you want me to attack Marine, who has got 4.9k, so they're pretty weak, for 400 gold. Wow. Okay, I can't really let that pass up, can I? So we could use you guys to take out Marine. Because you're more than they have. Yeah, we can't let that go. That's just a fortune to us. And we can invest that money probably into the castle town upgrade straight away. Nothing better, is there? No, let's get the castle town going. Right, you guys, you're all good. Go back to Hayford and take that back for me. Doing pretty good. We should be getting the crown back fairly shortly. Oh, we've actually captured the Lady of Hayford herself, so that's another High Lord in our custody. That's good. And we can assault Starry Dell. Takes us to 94%. We can go back to Bramsfort maybe. We have a Piper. I guess we can imprison her. Right, Bramsfort hasn't actually been besieged, so we need to be a little bit careful. Guys are on their way to Marine, so that war will hopefully run its course fairly quickly, because they're not strong at all. We need to support if the Stormlands are going to enter into a battle, which it looks like they are. Okay, let's go help them. Just in case, because it looked pretty even. Yeah, we've solidly helped them there. Good, that takes... Oh, so that actually went to the Stormlander War. War score. We're still sieging Bramsfort. No one in the Reach, really, so that's fine. Hopefully the Milanese force is nearly there. Where are they? Any boats anywhere near? Oh yes, there they are. Right, let's make sure that they go and ship themselves to the capital. And we just need 6% more war score to get this ended. I think if we attack their armies, we should be fine. Maybe we could just assault Bramsfort. You want some gold, that's fine. We'll accept the marriage, that's not a problem. Right, if you're not going to go to Hayford, you can sit there. Go to Raynor. You might be able to assault that. And troops in Marine, are you guys there now? Yep. So they've actually lost their capital, which is part of what Highgarden. Okay. So Marine not looking too hot. Bravos has already sieged it, so that's taking them to 34%. We'll move my troops over. And now we will try and end these wars. You can collect some taxes for us. Where is their army? Their army at the moment is in Tumbleton. Right, let's just assault Raynor and Bramsfort. That takes us to the 100%. Can we end it there? We cannot, so we have to continue until the Stormlander War ends. So let's make sure that they get finished as well. We might as well continue sieging because we are just going to continue getting money for it. And that's taking them to the 100% as well, so that's their war done. That drops us down to 90%, so if we go to King's Landing, I think that will probably do us. Let's just keep sieging there in Raynor. That takes us to 97%. And hopefully when we get to King's Landing, a quick few battles will do. Meanwhile in Marine, capital's taken, so let's go help in the Demon Road. You want to pay for one of your kids' freedom, which is fine. Siege of Kingsgate takes us to 97%. Let's do some more assaulting and assault Aegon Fort. And that takes us to the 100%, ladies and gentlemen. The crown will be ours. There we go. The crown of Gardner is once again with the Reach. So we can get out of here. Get out of Dodge. And that is 2 wars with the Iron Throne done and dusted. We've got our independence and we've got our crown back. And now we just need to finish this Marinese war. What if I send you some money? Will you have an alliance? No. That sucks. Right, let's get assaulting on you. Disband you. Oh, and the Milanese war is at 100%, so that is going to be it for that war as well. All in all, a pretty successful series for us. We'll pop him back to scheming. Get you guys disbanded. Didn't realise we had troops up there. And let's end this Milanese war. We get 200 piety and a little bit from trading posts. Perfect. Let's get you guys back on the boats. And a lot achieved in this episode. If you have enjoyed this episode, then please do consider leaving a like, subscribing, hitting that red button to help grow the channel and improve the channel, encourages new content to be made out. And in the meantime, I will see you all in the next Gardener episode.